Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 34th MCU movie and my most anticipated movie of 2024, and that is of course Deadpool and Wolverine. I forgot to put spoiler talk review in the description. There we go. But yes, this is going to be a spoiler-filled review for Deadpool and Wolverine. So if you have not seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet, I suggest you click off this video right now and go watch it. It's been about 2 weeks since the movie came out. And yeah. So I'm just going to dive into spoilers. I'm just going to dive right into spoilers. I'm not going to give a play-by-play of the movie. I'm just going to go over what I liked and what I didn't like, which is going to be hard because I think I liked everything about this movie. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And, yeah, we're just going to have fun talking Deadpool and Wolverine spoilers. If you've seen the movie, please feel free as I'm talking to post in the chat your favorite spoilers. Yeah, just let it rip. If you have spoilers to share, I'd love to hear them. So drop them in the chat below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. And yeah, so Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the first time Deadpool is in the MCU, and I do like that. Even though this is his first debut into the MCU, he can still be rated R. And this is Marvel's very first rated R movie outside of Marvel. So that means Deadpool can drop a lot of F-bombs, and he does. A lot. So, yeah, but we're just going to get right into it, talking about spoilers. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm, of course, going to talk about the plot first, which most people have criticized the plot because it's a little weird, but I don't care. I thought the plot was great. The plot of Deadpool and Wolverine, according to the internet, is as follows. Deadpool's peaceful existence comes crashing down when the Time Variance Authority, TVA, recruits him to help safeguard the multiverse. He soon reunites with his would-be pal Wolverine to complete the mission and save his world from an existential threat. And that is your plot of Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, Deadpool and Wolverine, I loved it. I loved it. I had a blast from start to finish. The moment this movie began, I had a blast from start to finish. And this is everything I wanted in a Deadpool movie. This is everything I wanted from an MCU movie, and we got it. And for those of you that know Deadpool, you know he likes to make fun of everything. He likes to joke. And there is a lot of Fox jokes. There's a lot of Fox jokes. He even makes in the opening scene, he even jokes that Disney bought Fox and, you know, all the legal stuff that happened. And the opening scene of this movie, I gotta tell you, I love the opening scene of this movie. Where basically Deadpool goes and digs up Wolverine. And he's sitting with his corpse, his skeleton corpse. And the TVA agents come out, and he uses Wolverine's bones to fight them. there's a funny little joke in the movie, if you caught it, where he says there's 206 bones in the human body, 207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl. That's a reference to Blake Lively, his wife, because Blake Lively starred in Gossip Girl. So that's where that line came from, if anybody was curious. And Blake Lively is actually in this movie. She actually plays the lady variant of Deadpool, known as Lady Pool, which we'll get into all those in a second. We're going to get into them now. The Deadpool variants, they were fucking hilarious. You had Nice Pool, which is basically Ryan Reynolds in long hair. That's parroting Van Wilder. I don't know what it's parroting. You have Cowboy Pool, played by well, he's not played by him, but he's voiced by him. Matthew McConaughey. So Matthew McConaughey plays Cowboy Pool. I'm trying to think of who else is in this movie. You of course have the dog Pool. He's cute. I like Dog Pool. Trying to think of who else is in this movie. Chris Evans. Okay, let's talk about Chris Evans for a second. Chris Evans as the Human Torch. I liked him. I thought he was great. He's he can swear now. He swears. He's not playing Captain America, so he can swear. And boy, does he swear. He swears a lot in this movie. He swears in the post-credit scene, which we'll talk about, which the post-credit scene in this movie is fucking hilarious. Yeah. And then who else? Chris Evans as the Human Torch. There's a funny bit where Deadpool thinks he's going to say Avengers Assemble, and then he says Flame On. That was funny. And real quick about the Fantastic Four. I have not watched the Fantastic Four movies since I rented them from Netflix back in the day when Netflix did DVDs, when they would mail DVDs to your house before they were a streaming service. The Fantastic Four movies from with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. Those were the very first movies I ever bought on DVD. I rented them. And I have not watched the Fantastic Four movies in a while. In a long time. I remember enjoying the Fantastic Four movies, the ones from 2005, I think, and Rise of the Silver Surfer. I enjoyed those. We do not talk about Fan Four Stick. That movie is fucking terrible. I hate Fan Four Stick. I haven't even watched Fan Four Stick since I saw it in theaters back in 2015, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Fan Four Stick. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that one. And I really hope Marvel can make a good Fantastic Four movie. Please make a good Fantastic Four movie with the one that's coming out. Please make a good one. Please. But yeah, Chris Evans is the Human Torch. He's funny. I'm surprised by how much screen time he gets in this movie. A lot of people thought he wasn't going to get enough screen time, but he did. He had 5 or 6 scenes in this movie, and I thought that was great. Until he, dies. Deadpool gets him killed, which I found that funny. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and Wade Wilson, he's great. He's funny in this movie. I almost said fine. Happy Hogan cameos in this movie. He cameos in the beginning of the movie. It's set in 2018, and Deadpool retires from being Deadpool. He recently lost Vanessa. So you really start to feel for Wade in this movie a lot, because he's lost Vanessa. He retired as Deadpool. He now works for a car company with Peter, and yeah. And then you have Hugh Jackman, of course, is back as Wolverine. This may end up being the final appearance for Hugh Jackman, because Hugh Jackman's 55, man. I mean, he can't play Wolverine forever. But if this is the final appearance by Hugh Jackman that we ever see of him as Wolverine, I'm fine with that. I do like the scenes where Deadpool is going to all the different variants of Wolverine. You have short Wolverine. You have Wolverine on the X. You have Weapon X Wolverine. You have Wolverine played by Henry Cavill. I thought that was funny. Calverine. You have what else? Old Man Logan. Old Man Wolverine. You have am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting one of the Wolverines? You have Wolverine with his yellow suit that we see from the movie, that we spend the most of the movie with. And I don't care what people said about his mask. His mask was fucking awesome. As soon as he put on his mask, my mouth went like my mouth dropped to the floor when he puts on his mask. I was always wondering like throughout the movie, okay, when is he gonna put on the mask? When is he gonna put on the mask? And in the trailer, when it shows him and Deadpool walking out, getting ready to fight the Deadpool variants, I thought, okay, that's probably going to be the scene where Wolverine puts on his mask, and it was. And by the way, that whole fight scene between Deadpool and Wolverine and all the Deadpool variants, where Deadpool uses Nice Pool as a shield because he thinks he can heal, and it turns out that he can't, and Deadpool just kills him, or Deadpool lets him get killed. That was funny. You have I'll touch on the villain in a second. You have Elektra in the movie. We knew that she was going to be in this movie. You have Blade in this movie as Wesley Snipes as Blade, which I hope Marvel makes the Blade movie, because that movie's been in development hell for so many years, and they even reference that in the movie. And I don't know if anybody else caught this, but when Blade tells Deadpool that he doesn't like him, and Deadpool says she never did, that's a reference to Blade Trinity and the behind the scenes stuff with that movie, because Wesley Snipes doesn't like Ryan Reynolds. In fact, they had a whole feud during the filming of Blade Trinity, so that's why when Blade tells Deadpool that he doesn't like him, that's what that's referring to. And Channing Tatum as Gambit, I loved him. He had funny lines in this movie, talking about when he came out of his dad's balls. that was pretty funny. And then of course you have Laura X-23, and I hear that after Hugh Jackman retires as Wolverine, I guess she's gonna be the new Wolverine. So I'm curious to see where that goes. But yeah, I loved Laura. I wish we got a little more time with her, but from what we got from her, I liked her. So yeah. And I gotta tell you, the funniest line in this movie, you guys all know what it is if you've seen the movie. It's where Deadpool makes fun of Nice Pool, and he says, "Oh, I can generally break the fourth wall," and he says, "The proposal." That line is so funny. That line is funny, and so yeah, that was just funny. All the action in this movie was great. Of course, the opening credit scene when they're playing Bye 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 Baby. That's funny. You have Deadpool and Wolverine in the car fighting. I like that fight scene. That's funny. You, of course, have Deadpool and Wolverine fighting all the Deadpool variants. That was fun. Am I missing anything? Am I forgetting anything? I guess the fight scene at the end, the ending action scene is okay. Where they basically stop Cassandra, which that brings me into a negative that I have with the movie. I didn't really like her as the villain. I mean, she was fine. She was fine as the villain, but I mean, she was fine as the villain. I don't really like her motive. The fact that she can stick her hands in your face and do all that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird, but it's whatever. Who else? I mentioned Happy in the movie. I mentioned Gambit. I mentioned Elektra. I mentioned Laura. Jennifer Gardner, Channing Tatum, Wesley Snipes, Daphne King, Jon Favreau. Let's see. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything. Covered Deadpool, the fight scenes. I love the fight scenes. I think I've covered everything. Let's see. Is there anything in this movie I didn't like? Didn't really care for the villain. If I remember something, I'll put it in the comments. But I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover spoiler-wise. If you guys think of anything that you want to talk about, you can. You can put it in the chat. Just be respectful. Put like spoilers in all caps so that nobody reads your comment if they haven't seen the movie. Which, if you haven't seen the movie, you need to see it. Like, you need to go see it in the theater. But I don't really think there's anything else I have really to say about this movie. I mean, I had a ton of fun. I laughed. There is one thing I wanted to talk about. The credit scene will make you cry because it shows all the behind the scenes of the X-Men movies, the X-Men Fox movies, and I'm not going to tell you the name of the song, but it'll make you cry. It almost made me cry. Yeah, it's just a touching moment. And then the post-credit scene comes where we finally get to hear Chris Evans just swear and all that, and you actually see what happened. Him talking shit about Cassandra, which eventually led him into Deadpool killing him. Like, Deadpool got him killed. There's a funny little comment where Wolverine says that you got him killed. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to really say. I don't really have anything. I will be watching this movie again. Hopefully it comes to Disney Plus. I mean, I hope it would, because all the other Deadpool movies are on there, and all the other Wolverine movies. So yeah, I don't really know anything else that I really want to share. I guess the Hulk cameo was cool, even though we don't know if that was Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. But I really wanted to see Deadpool and Hulk fight. That would have been cool. Hopefully, maybe one day we'll get that. We'll get a fight scene with Deadpool and Hulk, because I would really like to see that. And Deadpool referring to himself as Marvel Jesus, that was kind of funny. I did like that he's quoting himself as Marvel Jesus. I thought that was funny. The cameo of Thor on the TV crying, that was funny. That's obviously parodying Thor the Dark World, where Loki dies and Thor's crying, but instead of Loki, it's Deadpool dying, and Thor's crying. So I wonder if Deadpool is going to be in the new Avengers movie that's coming out in 2026. I hope so. But anyway, I guess that's it for spoilers. I don't really have any other spoilers that I want to say, but yeah, this movie was great. I had a fun time with it. It's everything I wanted in a Deadpool movie, and yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. But let me know your spoiler thoughts in this movie about this movie. Share whatever you want. Just make sure you're respectful to the people that haven't seen it yet. Make sure you include a spoiler warning in your comment if you're gonna talk about spoilers. Just keep it respectful for the people that haven't seen the movie yet. Just make sure you include spoilers in your comment before you post it. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. But Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. It deserves a 5 out of 5. I mean, this is just a brilliant movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. In fact, I'm probably going to go see it again, maybe this weekend again. So, yeah. But I had a total blast with this movie. It's everything I wanted from a Deadpool movie. It's everything I wanted from a Wolverine movie. And I guess if this is Hugh Jackman's final portrayal as Wolverine, well, you did good, man. You made some pretty great movies. And, if this is your final time as Wolverine, then I say you ended it off well. So, yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. But let me know your thoughts on this movie, spoiler-wise. And if there's anything I missed or forgotten about, please let me know in the comments below. And, But as always, I'm Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.